start of the season. How excited are you to be here at Wilshire Country Club?
I am so excited to be here. I'm so thankful for the sponsor invite. I got to spend a big day with Walter and Shirley yesterday, who are amazing people, so it was great to get to know them. And this is one of my favorite golf courses of the year. I've met so many of the members over the years. I usually stay with one of the members who also was a sponsor of mine. Plastpro is also a sponsor of this week, so I have a lot going on, but it's all good stuff, and I'm very happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some of those things going on. Starting, I think, Sunday, you were present at the IndyCar race in Long Beach. Can you just take us through the day and some of the things you did out there?
Yes, it was insane. I was not an IndyCar fan, but I totally am now. The guy that we actually followed lives in the same part of Nashville as that I do, so we're going to become besties. But it was cool. We started off with a two-seater in the morning, so I got to go around the track. 180 miles to 200 miles an hour. It was insane. I got to wear the fireproof suit and everything. And then I thought a really cool aspect was I got to put on the headset during the actual race. So I got to hear Colton and his team talk about, the gas and the turns and the wheels and like everything going on during the race, which was so cool. The fan engagement at IndyCar is amazing. It was so cool behind the scenes. It was an experience of a lifetime. I'm still pinching myself, and the drivers were awesome too. It was really nice to get to meet them. And I got to meet Dylan Sprouse from Zach and Cody, so that was yeah, that was cool.
That's awesome. It sounded like a really fun day. I'm wondering if you can just put into perspective, like, how the experience translates to like the golf experience. Like, how are these two things related to each other yet so different?
Obviously we're all professional athletes. I thought it was amazing. Their training, mentally, physically, I thought that was crazy how much it related to each other, how much media they do and how much fan engagement was insane. I think we could do a little more of that in the golf industry. It's almost like fans would be coming up and getting our clubs out of the bag. They were up close to the cars right before they started their race. So it was insane to see like how much fan engagement there is in an IndyCar race. But at the same time, it's amazing to see like how the training and the preparation is very similar.
Awesome. Let's talk about some of the other things you've been up to. I know just got the coaching job a couple weeks ago. Can you tell us how excited you are to sort of transition into coaching young players now?
Yeah, it was kind of a random thing. So last fall, I'm going to kind of go off topic, but last fall I kind of got injured. I had a rough year on tour last year, and I think because of the coaching, because of all the media stuff I'm doing at the moment, golf, I didn't know it, but golf had become like my whole identity. And now that I'm coaching these girls who are amazing and I'm doing media, so I'm talking to girls about golf, it's almost like it's been a light bulb moment for me. It's like, oh, golf is really easy. It's like a chess game. You hit it here, then you do that, you make moves. And then on the second side of that, it's really given me this perspective that like I'm more than just a golfer. And I think we lose perspective in that because it's such a grind out here. You're trying to play your best golf week in to week out. And it's given me a lot of perspective, and I feel so much freer, and I'm having so much fun doing all these different things. And golf has become just something I do and not like who I am in a bigger circle.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things, I'm curious, that you tell these girls that comes from your like experience? Like, you've been, at the top, a professional golfer. What are some of the things that you think you've learned from this experience that you try and pass on to these girls?
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience. I think for me, I had mentors in college that I actually met with one lady like every Friday for coffee. And I really want to be a mentor to these girls because they're like at the time in their life where it can go one way or the other. So I just hope that they are close enough to me where they can be honest and vulnerable with me, and I can help them, and just like not just on the golf course, but in life. And then on the golf course, I mean, I've experienced everything, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. So I feel like I can relate to them and help them practice, get practice plans, and just kind of keep it efficient. I think that's the best thing, like quality over quantity. And it's been great, like course management, time management, all the things. It's been a great experience so far.
I know you have a question, so why don't you go ahead and ask your questions?
Thanks, Emily. Hey, Emma, on the golf side, for you, I know you've done a little bit of media, mostly a player. What's it been like from your perspective watching Nellie's run?
Oh my gosh, insane. I actually picked her last week again because I was like, why not? She's absolutely killing it at the moment. I really want to ask her from a media perspective, like, is she actually playing the best golf of her life? Or is her B game just way better than everyone else's games at the moment? She's insane. She's playing great golf, and whatever she's doing, just keep riding the ride.
And you talked about, from a media perspective, golf world doing more activation type stuff. What's some of those things that come to mind that you would like to see the golf world do?
Great question. I think the fan engagement, obviously we get Pro-Am Day. It's been, you get a big fan engagement that day. But I don't know. I mean, obviously we can't like meet and greet before we tee off, but maybe meet and greets after we play. It's a bit different kind of, we practice, we're out on the golf course for like 6-7 hours between the practice and the play. So I don't know exactly what we need to do, but definitely more fan engagement. And I'm open to it. So I can be the woman to start something new.
Thanks, Emma. Appreciate it.
One of the things you've been doing a lot, I know I've seen you a lot on LPGA, social media, and you mentioned you love talking to the players out here from that perspective. What sort of has been your experience behind the camera or in front of the camera, and why is that something that you enjoy doing so much?
I think the main thing is I love the girls on tour. I actually care about these girls, genuinely love these girls, and I want to grow the game. I truly believe that we need some visibility, and I think some fun. Like, because I'm a player, these players relate to me a little bit, and it's just been such a cool experience. I didn't even know I liked doing media, but here I am, and I absolutely love it. It's been so much fun, and I just hope to grow these the girls' stories, because there's some amazing stories these girls have to offer. So hopefully it keeps going. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm ready for the ride.
Mm-hmm. Are you surprised by like the amount of work that goes into it? I know I saw you at Ford, a couple of weeks ago, writing down notes and before you were going to talk to Angela. Are you surprised about how much work, or how are you enjoying that work that goes behind that?
Yeah, I absolutely love the work, but I'm shocked the hours that the media has to put in to make this all happen. It's insane. I mean, from editing, never done that before, editing and preparing, it's a lot. So kudos to all the media people for sure.
Mm-hmm. Megan King has just joined us here in the press center. Megan, you have questions for Emma?
I feel like I'm coming late to this, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say you enjoy the media side?
I love it. I would say 12. I know that's not an answer, but the media has been great. I have so many ideas, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I just really want to, like I said, tell the stories of the LPGA Tour players. I think there's so many stories that the world doesn't know, and they need to know. So we'll see.
Megan loves Media 12 too, right, Megan?
Should we put on a show like me and you? Me and you be the host?
We should do like, how like the Kelsey brothers have like their
podcast.
Show, their podcast. I was like, I always joke, I want to do one of those. That way I can say what I want to say.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Love that. All right, that's all for me. Thanks, Emma.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
I feel like I didn't even.
That's an inappropriate question.
It was wonderful. I didn't even ask you about golf this week.